welcome to SCC Presents. I am your host, Melody Callihan. As you know, we are still hanging out in my dining room, but I'm so glad that you decided to stop by and join us. Time is quickly approaching for one of the most exciting events that we have in Columbus County, and that is this year's Take the Lake. Joining me today to discuss all of the great details about the event, I have Ms. Stuart Rogers, who is the chairperson of the steering committee, and I have Ms. Renee Griffin, who is the race coordinator that is working with Set Up Events. So thank you both so much for joining me today. It's great to see your faces. Okay. Stuart, let me begin with you. Can you just give us a little bit of background on Take the Lake? This is one of the largest events that we have, and I know that you have participants from all over, but like we had discussed, given the current climate that we're dealing with, the usual Take the Lake is not going to be feasible this year, but y'all have come up with a really creative solution. But before we dig into all those details, would you mind just telling us a little more about Take the Lake?
Yeah, Take the Lake is a fitness challenge event that traditionally has been every Labor Day weekend at Lake Waccamaw. And the fitness challenges include a walk or run, a bike, a swim, and a paddle. And as you mentioned, with the pandemic this year, gathering as a large group is just not safe, and that is the heart behind Take the Lake. Is it is a health and safety event that is to benefit all the participants. We reached out to Renee at Set Up Events, who last year helped us really with the technology behind Take the Lake and registration and recording times, and to see if she could help us plan a virtual event this year. And so we were thrilled to announce we will have Take the Lake this year, and it will be a virtual event, and we just look forward to everyone participating near and far.
Great. Well, I know that we are all excited to hear that it is still on the calendar for this year. I know there are a lot of local participants, but there are also participants that come from all over. And so being able to still hold that event, I think, is very important. Renee, thank you for talking with us today. Would you mind telling us a little more about how we're going to be able to hold Take the Lake virtually?
Yep, sure. So kind of with the pandemic, two big areas that have really been hit hard are vacations and races. So you may not be able to travel to Lake Waccamaw, and you may not be able to participate in an actual race. So what we're going to do this year with Take the Lake is going to allow people to virtually visit Lake Waccamaw and virtually participate and Take the Lake. So what this looks like is you can be anywhere in the world, and you can run, you can bike, you can hike, you can jog, you can walk, which is my new favorite word, which is walking and jogging together. You can swim, you can paddle wherever you are, and then you log your miles, and you're going to register and you're going to log your miles, and then once you log your miles, you're going to see on a map exactly where you are on Lake Waccamaw. So you'll say, wow, today I started at Elizabeth Brinkley Park, and I made it all the way to the state park today. Or you might say, hey, I biked all the way around the lake today. And then tomorrow you can bike all the way back around the lake. So you can virtually, so you're going to actually be able to see on a map and move your little Google Street View guy over and see exactly where you are. So you're going to get the feel of actually being there. You might be in Kansas, but you're going to feel like you're at Lake Waccamaw. So it's a really cool thing that we can do.
Yes, thank goodness for technology, right?
Yeah.
That is a very cool cool feature that we are able to offer this year. Now, the dates for the event, it will begin on August the 23rd and run through Labor Day Monday, correct?
Yes, it's a 15-day event. You have 15 days to complete the challenges that you set for yourself. You can set your distances and events. It's just very flexible and a great way to set personal goals. And Renee can really speak to how easy it is to set your goals, change your goals, and all that through registration.
Stuart, can you tell us a little bit about how participants are going to be able to log their activities?
Right. So on takethelake.org, which is the Take the Lake website, and on our Facebook page, which is called Take the Lake, you will find the link to registration. And when you go into registration, and Take the Lake is free this year for all events, as you're registering, it will take you through the steps, and it's very intuitive how to access the areas where you will log your mileage.
Okay.
And
Sorry.
you can set up groups. And so if you live at Lake Waccamaw, but you have a cousin that lives in Texas, you guys can form a group and support each other and take the lake together, even though you're not physically together.
They log on to the website and just enter the activity that they completed?
Yep, that's all there is. They'll just log on. We tell people it's really easy just to bookmark it on your computer or on your cell phone. Just put it on your home screen, and you just click. There's a drop down menu. You can pick whatever activity you did, and then you enter what your mileage was for that activity.
And there's also a place where folks can go in and set their own personal fitness goals, and you can work within groups as well.
Right. So you can decide how, like, it's roughly 15 miles around the lake. So you can say, I'm going to go around the lake. I've got 15 days. I'm going to commit to 1 mile a day, and I'm going to do 1 mile of activity every day for 15 days. Or you might say, I'm going to do 2 miles of activity, and I'm going to go around the lake twice, which is 30 miles. And really, the sky's the limit. You can pick as many, you can set that goal. You can change that goal as you go through it and say, hey, I think I can get further than that. It's not a competition between participants as much as it's a self competitions. What can you achieve? What is your goal? And, really working for 15 days to achieve that goal. And then the other thing I kind of hopped in on here is just, we really want to encourage people to do this as a family, because families aren't gathering right now the way that they have in the past. And so, or friends, same way. So get your family and friends together and do this together. So you can add your miles together, and let's see, how many times can your group make it around the lake in 15 days?
Absolutely. And to register for the event, there is no charge, correct? No registration fees.
Right.
Okay. And the website is takethelake.org, correct?
Right.
And I know there's a ton of information on there. And Take the Lake, you also have a Facebook page. And there's a lot of information on there. I was just on there this morning. And, it's always great to see when we get closer to the event, I can see folks hopping on the Facebook page and posting updates or pictures and cheering each other on. And so that virtual community, whether we are all together in person or not, is still able to rally on.
Right. And a nice thing that Renee set up for us is, once you go through the registration and you are a registered participant of Take the Lake, you're invited to join a Facebook group of registered participants. And it's a wonderful platform to support each other and record your wins and goals as you're preparing for and completing Take the Lake. And Renee has seen how the Facebook group really is a great way to create a community around an event that will be new for Take the Lake this year.
Excellent. Now, how should folks go about preparing for a virtual event? I would assume with personal fitness goals that you don't need to jump out one day and try to jog 15 miles, right? So tell us a little bit about the best way to go about preparing for an event such as this.
Renee, you answer this. Renee is a marathoner. She is just an awesome athlete, and she can really, and has so much experience with these virtual events, she can relate to how other groups are completing their training for Take the Lake.
I would say the really neat thing is that you might be somebody who never exercises, and that's fine. Maybe Take the Lake will be the thing that encourages you to start exercising. And you say, you know what, for 15 days, I'm going to commit to walking 1 mile a day. And that is awesome. And that's great. Or you might say, well, I can start now, and I've got 2 months before Take the Lake. So I'm going to start walking 1 mile a day now, or a half a mile or whatever, so that when Take the Lake gets here, I can jog, part of it or whatever. So as Stuart said, I think just building up gradually and just going ahead and registering and starting to think about what you want your personal goal to be. What do you want your goal to be? And you can mix and match it. You can you don't have to run the whole thing. You can bike part. You can, so I think it's going to be really neat. And especially with our Facebook group, for people to start throwing out. And some people have already done this and started throwing out, like, this is how, we kind of pose the question, like, how are you going to take the lake? And so different people started throwing out ideas about how they plan to take the lake this year. I plan to ride around it one time and run, jog around it one time, and they might be in Texas, but that's their goal. You can pick to take the lake any way you want, and you can pick combinations of things. So when you register, you're just registering to take the lake, and then as you start logging your miles, you can log any form of exercise you'd like to log.
Where can folks purchase a t-shirt from this year?
Right. So the t-shirt sales are only online through registration. When you go to through registration, you'll be prompted to purchase a t-shirt you like. The t-shirts are $15, and I'm wearing the ladies V-neck, and we offer our crew neck shirts again. And this mint green color is the color for the t-shirts this year. And the t-shirts, you'll have the option in registration to have your t-shirt mailed to you, or we will offer a curbside packet pickup in Whiteville and location. The t-shirts will be mailed, if that's your preference, Monday, August 17th. And the packet pickup will be in Whiteville on Monday the 18th and at Lake Waccamaw on Tuesday the 19th. And we hope you'll support us by purchasing a t-shirt. And Renee has had great success with the curbside pickup. So I'll let her kind of explain how that works.
Okay, so we want to make this, although it's virtual, it's going to feel a lot like a real event. And so with a real event, you have a bib, so like a race bib. And so when you register, you actually, you'll have a race number, just like you would normally have. And your race bib is something that you'll download right from registration. It's real pretty. It's got logo on it. You print it out with a color printer. It's the right size and dimensions of a race bib. You don't have to wear it when you're doing your activities, wherever you are, but it's a super cool thing to put on your refrigerator, to put in your car, just to kind of remind you to stay active. It's really super cool for pictures too. A lot of people take their pictures. A lot of people in our virtual events are taking their bib and using it as their profile picture on Facebook to let the world know what they're doing. So that's how you're going to get your bib. And then your shirt, as Stuart said, you can mail it, or we'll do curbside packet pickup. So, and it's we've been doing this, and it's a lot of fun actually. You will just drop. We'll send you out. The day before, you're gonna know your t-shirt size, the size you ordered, and you're just gonna write your t-shirt size and your name on a piece of paper and put it in your car window, and you just drive through. You never get out of your car, and we just hand your t-shirt off to you. If you're picking up, t-shirts for your whole family, you just write all the names and all the sizes, and we just hand them through your car window, and it's just like driving through McDonald's, except you get a t-shirt instead.
Very convenient, it sounds like, as well.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Now, where will the actual pickup be located?
Well, in Whiteville, it will be at Body Shapers, which is located gosh, everybody knows it's near the McDonald's in South Whiteville. And Body Shapers has been our partner for many years, and they have a large parking lot, and that is where we will have the pickup. And if you go to the website, we have a lunchtime pickup time and then kind of an after work pickup time, but the specific dates and the locations will be on Facebook and on the website. At Lake Waccamaw, we are still determining where the pickup will be, but we will give everyone plenty of time to know where that is and the times again. I wanted to mention in our all participants this year will receive the John A. McNeil Award, the JAMA we call it. Has become kind of a collector's item through the years, and this year we're going to have a special edition JAMA. And when you pick up your T-shirt in the pickup or in the mail, we'll include your JAMA with that delivery.
Yes, everybody looks forward to getting those. Those come with bragging rights, I'm sure.
Exactly.
Well, it sounds like everything is going to be, it's already off to a great start. You've already got 60 participants, is my understanding, and registration just opened.
Yeah, I checked this morning, and we have 60 from all across the state and South Carolina. So that's a great start. And as we get closer to the event and our Facebook group connects and everyone has an opportunity to really figure out their challenge, we look forward to having lots of participants and continue with Take the Lake this year. And we are very hopeful that next year Take the Lake will return to its traditional format. But we certainly did not want to cancel Take the Lake this year.
Well, I think, really given our current circumstances that we're all dealing with, I think it's really great, and it's very important for the community and for everyone that you have found a creative way to still offer Take the Lake, and participants can be involved, because a lot of us are teleworking. A lot of us just got through schooling our children at home, so I really think those personal fitness goals and being able to interact, even if it's virtually, with the community and with others with a common goal in mind is so important, especially right now.
Yeah, we agree. And we really would not be able to venture into a virtual event without setup events. And they have been our partner through this transition. And so we're very thankful that they are a partner to Take the Lake and an enthusiastic partner.
And we should also mention, in years past, we have so many sponsors and local businesses that have been able to help promote and sponsor Take the Lake. And I think this year it has been a really challenging for a lot of business owners, especially those in small communities in downtown. And so this is a way that Take the Lake can still host the event and give back and show appreciation for our local businesses and small town folks that may have been suffering through some hardships at this time.
Definitely. The virtual event this year, much less expense to Take the Lake. And our sponsors have supported us and are the reason that we have been able to hold Take the Lake these past 11 years. So we're very grateful for their support. They are supporting us with their fortitude to continue despite all the hardships that we're having right now. But we feel their support, know they are there with us, and also the support of the community. And this year too, Take the Lake is not possible without our first responders and the town of Lake Waccamaw, the Lake Waccamaw State Park. All of those organizations and the first responders have been having to really handle a lot of stress, and we felt like this year too that the virtual event allows them time to focus on what they need to do and still allows us to have a safe event.
Right, absolutely. Well, I'm excited that you all were able to come up with such a creative way to still host the event. It sounds like it's already off to a great start, and I know you're going to have a full roster by the time that weekend gets here. So I just wanted to recap. Take the Lake is going virtual this year. You can visit takethelake.org for more information, and there's also a Facebook page. T-shirts are available now. Is that correct?
They can be purchased online through registration. We will mail shirts that are purchased on Monday, August 17th. And then we'll have the packet pickup with the T-shirt on the 17th and 18th. However, and I'm glad you brought that up, the deadline to order your T-shirt for the August 17th mailing is August the 5th. We will continue to sell T-shirts online, but those T-shirts will be available up until September 10th, and then we'll do a second mailing only for T-shirts after that August 5th deadline. And those T-shirts will go on after September 10th.
Okay, got it. And participants, that makes sense. I got you. And so participants are able to log on to the website and log their miles or their activity for the day, and they can take a virtual walk around Lake Waccamaw, which I think is exceptional. And I also would like to point out that those of you that are local, if you're looking for a safe place to walk, Southeastern Community College, we're not open to the public, but one time around campus is 1 mile. So if you wanted to make that your fitness challenge, you're certainly welcome to come out and take a walk around campus and log a mile or two towards your personal goal. And I'm sure that there are other areas locally that folks can take a safe walk, even if it's around your neighborhood. But how cool is it to be able to go onto the website and pin your miles and take a look at where you would have been if you were able to actually walk or jog around the lake?
Yeah, we're just very fortunate, and that we have the technology, which Renee has told us since the pandemic, the technology around virtual events has just taken a major leap. So that is definitely in our favor this year.
Right. Well, congratulations on getting everything up and going. I think it's going to be great, and I appreciate you ladies both for talking with us today so we can share the information. And just one more time, I wanted to put that website out there. It is takethelake.org, and there's also a Facebook page with all of the contact information on there. Should you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'm sure someone will get back in touch with you and be just as helpful as they can be. So again, thank you, Stuart, and thank you, Renee. It's great to see you both, and I wish you the best with Take the Lake. I have no doubt, as always, it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, thank you, Melody, and thank you for hosting us on SCC EDU-Cable.
Absolutely. Thanks for hanging out with me in my dining room. All right. Thank you all so much for tuning in. As always, we appreciate your support. Again, that website is takethelake.org, or check out their Facebook page if you would like to have more information. And don't forget, one time around campus is a mile. So go ahead and set that fitness goal and get yourself ready to go, because Take the Lake will be here before we know it. Thanks so much for tuning in. Take care. Be well. And as always, I'd love for you to stop by again soon to see how we are continuing to succeed together here at Southeastern Community College.